Today we're going to look at strings as an object. So a string is an object that can hold a series of letters, numbers, or symbols. It can hold pretty much anything that you can type. So an object refers to a particular instance of a class where the object can be a combination of variables, methods, and data structures. Now, we'll go into much later all the details and minutia of what an object really is. We're just going over the basic concept here. Now, objects contain all of that in a memory location. The variable name refers to that memory location. So before we can use an object, we must construct that object. And for variables, there are a number of possible ways to do this. Now, first off, note it's string with a capital S, not a lowercase s. So I create a string s1, and I set it equal to new string. So this creates the string, but doesn't initialize it. So s1 exists, but it doesn't have any initial value. It's just blank. It's empty. So I can now create a new string like this, and inside those parentheses, I put a parameter. Here I put hello class. And that creates s2 with the value of hello class. And then I can just straight up do it like this. String s3 equals hello class. Generally speaking, this last one, string s3, is what we will be doing from here on when we create strings. So I'll print them out just to confirm that they work like we suspect they do. Now, we can compare strings. So if s2 equals s3, it'll print they're the same. Else, it'll print they're not the same. Now, we're going to run this before we move on. Now, s2 and s3 both contained hello world. Now, hello class. Now, you'll notice it says they are not the same. But you're thinking, but they are. They both say hello class. Therefore, they are the same. Well, not exactly. See, what it actually compares is if they're referring to the same object, not if they contain the same thing. So S2 and S3 are different objects, even though both objects have the same thing. So if we want to see if the string method to determine if they have the same value, we use the equals. S2 dot equals S3. Now it's going to compare their value, not whether are they the same object. And you can see it's going to give us are they the same value or they are not the same value. So let's run it again. And you see now it tells us that they have the same value. So make sure when you're using strings, if you want to compare their value, you use dot equals. And if you want to compare whether they are the same object, you can then use the two equal signs. And that is the end of this lesson.